pad's pretty well cleaned off for now. Lance will be coming with the MCI 5 in just a little bit. We have the jack recharging. It's not sunny out yet. It's only charging like 10-15 amps or watts this morning, but it'll get up there. I think the sun's gonna be out a little bit later, so at least we've got that to use for power. We're doing airbags, brake treadle, brake relay valve, leveling valves. I think that's it for today. So quite a bit of work to do on one day on the bus. So he'll be coming down the drive here and getting him up on the pad. That transmission is supposed to be picked up, I believe, next week. That'll be nice to get that out of here, considering it's been there for 6 months. We're getting rid of that other engine and the old head we've stripped down, and we're gonna get rid of that cracked head. That'll be nice, and then we'll get that all cleaned up over here. Get rid of these tires. Are gonna go on my daughter's bus. So quite a bit going on here. Lance is just now arriving with Iron Man, the MC5. Coming to get some service. He's having a few issues on the way here this morning. We're going to replace some airbags for one, but he's down on power. We think it's fuel filters. That is a beautiful bus. Don't tell me that thing isn't pretty. Okay, so Lance's bus is here. He's down on power. We're going to pull his fuel filters, replace them. He's had an issue. We're going to put some biocide in his tanks. Hopefully that'll help him out. But we're going to pull them off here, and we're going to rip them open and just see what's going on, if they are all gummed up inside. So we'll see.
So we really only have a couple culprits. We could have the only flex piece is the fuel line between the bulkhead and the input, and it's an old. And if you remember earlier this year, we changed some other lines, and they had completely deteriorated inside and were almost clogged for oil. Oh. So I don't doubt that fuel line is shot.
They can't go that far.
O'Reilly's up here makes fuel lines, by the way.
Yep. And that's where my power steering fluid leak is too. There's a large low pressure, the return line, it's leaking out of that.
There's some nasty stuff coming out of that filter tank.
This is the one that dumps so bad.
It's right at the bottom of the tank, maybe. So, I mean, in the last 90 days, it's
That's
gotten...
bio-growth. Look at that.
Good God. Let me get... Are you getting photos of that? Here, let me get my camera.
This was just put on how many miles ago?
Probably 2,000.
No, didn't he put it on the way back from?
No, on the way out.
Okay. He was down on power. Oh, sorry, guys.
Man, but I've run tank upon tank upon tank out of this thing.
Yeah, well, that stuff just grows in there. I mean, it's...
I'm sorry.
Your feet, no, you're all right.
Otherwise, it got into the injectors and the motors and
Yeah.
no torque.
So, I mean, we can take it for a test drive, but we know that was your problem.
Yeah. Now, so when I put that out, yeah,
You could have not done this on the way here, right?
No, it was getting pretty alarming.
Well, seeing your filter now, it was 99% plugged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I lost my GPS when I reset. Interesting.
So Lance is sitting where Miley Cyrus was just sitting a couple months ago.
Yeah, this has all been clean.
How good of a job did they do at cleaning before you got it back?
Unbelievable. Jerry was like, I was really concerned, and I kind of decided to walk away. And he said, but when I got back in it the next morning, it was. So I don't know if they had CSI team on it all night or what, but it was. It was clean.
There was like fake blood everywhere and stuff. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or whatever that was.
Yeah.
I thought that said the muddy dick.
That's the muddy duck.
Like, there's a time machine.
Stay pretty far to the left when you make this right-hand turn because it's pretty crazy.
You said.
So the live stream of this is on our Patreon, but Tyler's in there now ruining the airbag, so I cut a bunch of bolts off on it. But he's making progress. How many we got now? About half on the top?
Most of the top's off.
See the top?
I'm gonna have to go get my small right angle cutoff wheel to get a couple of these in here. I'm not gonna be able to get a full size in, but
Yeah, we're going to replace that wheel seal, clean up the brakes on there, see what's going on with that. Both shocks, both airbags. You're not doing anything with it?
haven't yet.
Just going to dump it on the other side of the culvert. This is really that hole.
It's fine.
That's your sign.
Keep an eye on the back tires. Nope. Scott? You can come off the ground. Scott?
your
Scott, you're off the ground.
Yeah.
What do you think those weigh a piece?
They're about 40 pounds each.
They always have these for sale at the county fair. They'll assemble one and you're like, man, this is
Yeah.
gonna be so awesome for you. It's wind resistant.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like right here.
You need to sit that back.
Tip, yeah.
We're gonna back up first.
Let's just
Put in
spin it.
four-wheel drive. Be easy on the clutch. Good. Go down. On in.
the hydrostatic. Slide clutch.
Slide back.
Yeah.
Forks and clear the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play really good stabs from about 70 per hour.
As long as he doesn't slam the clutch in
Come
out.
down a bit.
I would get it down as close to the ground as I could.
Put the forks forward. Press forward. Okay, go ahead.
Trying to get it down. I didn't know they made non-hydrostatic.
Good stuff. Hydrostatic are nice. What do you do with that?
Okay, you're clear.
I'm gonna pick that up top now.
No, we're just gonna leave it down here for right now.
How many more? Is there more back there?
No, just this other pallet.
So I am remounting this. Now, oddly enough, Scott, when I took this apart and today, this did not have lock washers on it. It's a metal to metal mating surface. Do you have lock washers that size?
Yeah, let me
Well,
go
let's
get.
do that.
Let me go get them. Lance is replacing the brake treadle in there. A lot of plumbing that has to be fittings that have to be changed and exactly clocked in the right position to get those hard copper lines hooked back up to it. So he's moving some stuff around in there right now.
Okay, I'm gonna need a light.
Okay.
Please.
Tyler's just about got this one off. You got 2 bolts left, is that what you said?
One.
1 bolt? You're using a nut splitter on it?
Yeah,
'Cause
but
you can't get her-
unfortunately it's already split at an angle.
How many of them actually came off perfectly?
3.
3 bolts out of 24.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get that one back there.
Look at his air horn, Tyler.
Yeah. What's not meeting the standard?
Your air horn looks like it's made by a Detroit diesel.
So it's gonna burp. It's gonna charge itself.
You may squirt oil out of it on the car's tires in front of you. I want to drain your tanks now because
Yeah, they have pulled out, I think. Something tells me we broke one on this. I'm missing a wrench.
what size?
Bigger than a...
There's a 15/16 and a 13/16 laying on the ground out here.
I don't think it's that big. Let me try one.
So he's got the one off and he's starting on the next one, and the cutting wheel is the easiest tool to start with.
Yeah. I tried turning a few more on this side and they're all doing the same thing. I'm not gonna fight with them, we'll just cut them. We got all new hardware anyway.
And I used to have a fatter screw tip. This one's already broken too. See it? It's fractured. It is not the best tool for the job, contrary to everybody who gives their input. Will you get me the chisel that I was using?
It's exhausting under there.
broke it off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the tool to use. It just broke half the screw head off.
It's breaking this one too. You got that one. Broke that one too.
Jeez.
Just breaking them. Just
So I won't charge you for my labor today if you do the Running Man for us. Don't hurt yourself on that tire behind you.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm 52. Let's see.
It cost me too much money. So we're going to rebuild both DD3 brakes. That one's leaking on the off side. So that needs to be done. We're replacing all the wheel bearings on the rear and races. They're bad. Very pockmarked, rusted, worn. Races look just as nasty, or actually probably worse. So those are all going to get replaced. As well as the airbags. We're going to go ahead and plate them. I'm going to show you on the other side. So this air beam has been brazed. Somebody's come in here and welded up this pressure vessel air beam. So because of that, we know that it's failed in the past. It shouldn't have been done. We're going to remove that as being pressurized. We're going to add plates on here, and we're going to plate off the airbags. But the brazing that they did there, that should have never probably been done on there. But now that we know it's like that, we're going to go ahead and plate them. It's only a potential failure point, and we don't want to risk that. So we'll put plates on it. It'll be a slightly stiffer ride, but it'll be much better in the end and more reliable. So when we drained his air tanks, very little oil came out. So that oil contamination from up front must be from an old compressor issue. It's not coming from this one, so that's a good sign. Well, that wraps it up for his MC5 today, and we'll get back on it tomorrow. We got a bunch of parts to order. Lots of Hey Lance moments today.